Hello, everybody. Just testing the microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lunch with Papu. I want more. Is it working? I have no clue. I'm waiting to see. Just testing the microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lunch with Papu. I want more. Seems to be working. I have no clue. Seems to be working. Waiting to see. Okay, great. We're going to play Wolfenstein The Old Blood. Hello, Fasai! So great to have you back. มาแล้วค่ะขอบคุณครับขอบคุณนะจ๊ะ I just have to answer a text real quick. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I just have to do something real quick. Fasai, you can keep our friends on the chat entertained before I start the game again. Tell us what you know about Wolfenstein. Let's get going. So far we have 1 hour and 20 minutes recorded. I don't believe that's true. I think that's excluding the times. But yeah. Basically the fat DLC or an extra smaller game that came out, Wolfenstein New World Order 2016. Great game. Let's go. We are at the castle of Wolfenstein. And we are playing on hard, and we were in a dungeon, underground, prisoners. Of course we broke free, and I'm surprised by how much stealth there is in this game. It's really cool. So it's stealth, then it goes very loud, and then stealth again, and that's really nice. And right now we're kind of stuck. If I remember correctly, we just did our objective. We're underground, there's some canals and stuff, and we're pinned down. Yes, Fasai, I play in hard. Well, I thought it would be only, I thought I should play in hard. Because, oh shit, sound's coming off the TV. I should play on hard, in hard? On hard? In hard, but not just hard. Because that's, something else. I'm playing on hard difficulty. That's how I played, The Last Order, 2014. So it only makes sense. And if it gets too difficult, I think it's the last mission of this game is insanely hard. Not insanely hard, but there's a very high difficulty spike. When I just lower the difficulty. I must say it's one of my proud moments in gaming. Was when I finished World Order hard. Not on Mein Leben or on Uber or whatever the highest difficulty setting is, but yeah, on hard. Okay, they're shooting at me already. Shit. So, in this game, you don't recover health. You have to pick up health, 20 points each time. But you have to either pick up health or pick up armor. Shit. Grenade. And yeah, you have to be careful. I think we're gonna die. I'm losing too much health right at the beginning. I'm going at this as if it was Doom, but it's not. Oh shit, grenade. Ow. Okay. We got health here. Cool. Overload. Bam. Fasai, very, very in that you are at work right now and watching your friend play games and keep company. I think it's super rude. I think you should quit your job and just play instead. No, I'm kidding. You have a great job. Please don't quit your job. It's great that you have a good job. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, seems like we're doing all right-ish. Dun dun dun. Oh. I hope this is not lagging too much for everybody, or that there's, you know, I hope the bitrate's okay. I'm trying to as smooth as possible. I wish there was manual saving in this point, but in this game, but there isn't. It's kind of a shame. Oi! It's a shame because when you're playing this, you get stuck somewhere. The game saves The game saves automatically, and then if you have low health and low armor at a point where the game saved automatically, oh god, it can be so difficult to get out of it. Really, really, really hard. Really, really difficult. I had those moments when I was playing, not just World Order, but it's what made me leave. I was playing Wolfenstein New Colossus, the game that came out after this one, and I left it because of that. I was playing on hard, but then I got stuck at a point where the game basically auto-saved, and I had very, very little life. And I couldn't even go back, so I was just stuck. Like, shitloads of enemies in front of me, and you start with shitloads of enemies, but you have like 10 armor and 40 life points, which just fucking sucks. You might as well be playing, like, how much more of a challenge can you have? But then you kind of, you know, you gut it out. You find a way. You have to be super, super, super careful. You die a bunch of times, and you have to be very persistent. Sometimes it's worth it, but other times you just give up. And I did at one point. I didn't want to lower the difficulty, although I should have. That I died stupidly so many times that I just got tired of it. But then apparently the game gets a bit easier from what I hear after that mission. So maybe I should have been, you know, more patient or diligent. Whoa, oh shit, this dude came from here. Oh, he came out of nowhere, motherfucker. Okay, let's go. Ah, oh. I'm not sure, but I think my dad might be watching. My dad is actually the person who introduced me to Wolfenstein when I was a kid, back when it was a DOS game. Yeah. Actual, diskette. On a floppy disk. And, yeah. Now that I think of it, it was a bit of a more recent game for the time. Because it came out in 91, I believe. Or something like that. And I played it as a kid. Like when I was 5 or 6 or something. Which means that I was... Yeah, I was... The game came out shortly before I was before I played it. It came about, you know, it was quite a recent game the first time I played, 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, because I am as old as the original Wolfenstein. The one that came out, Wolfenstein 3 that I'm talking about. Maybe it's not the original one. I don't know if there's any Wolfensteins before. There might be one, but I'm not sure. Oh shit. Screw you, dude. Oh, fuck. This is difficult. Oh, we have to go in with the 2 guns. I know what we're gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Alright. You guys ready? Playing games, I mean, especially when you're not good at video games, there's a lot of trial and error going on and a lot of dying. But when the game is, I don't mind that much. Honestly. It's not being complacent or whatever, it's just... I don't mind so much. It's... The game's fun, you know? He said something about... Yeah, grenades. Ow! Whoopa! Granate? Yeah, of course, that's grenade. Boom. Tun 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 tun. Oh. Let me just check something real quick. Ah, okay. Let's open all these crates and to head back. Now we do like this. Yeah, baby. Ow. From the side? From behind. They came. Oof. All jokes. Funny joke come from behind. Yeah. Oof. This Juggernaut mod. Okay. Oh, let's go. Juggernaut. Ah. It's so gory. I love it. Ow. We good? Did we do it? Did we do the thing? We survived, yeah? Checkpoint? No? Checkpoint anywhere? Come on, man. Why is there on my top left a little buffed up icon? I don't know what that means. That's odd. That's odd. Okay. Hold on a moment. Here we go. Oh, we don't have the shotgun again now. Ah, it's... Really wish we had one. Can this open this type of crates? No. What if you... Like that? Nope. Whatever, it's fine. By the way, if you can, could you tell me if everything is okay? Like, is it lagging? Is it loading improperly? Is the sound off? It's all good? Oh, okay. It's all. Thank you. Is this the way? Oh, it's just health. They're really generous with the amount of stuff they put out on the field. That's nice. So what do we gotta go? Oh, okay. I have to get on the boat. Ah, this is nice. Ah, yes. And now I have to use this, I assume. Yep. Whoa, they got these little drones in the 1940s. Cute. Oh, sections like this make me nervous, because you really are a sitting duck. Shit. Boom, boom. Okay. Do 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 do. There's the castle. Oh, we're still in the castle, right? In the keep, technically? I think so. Alright. King this. Boop. I wonder if there was something up there. Like right behind me on the stairs. Let's see what happens. Chapter 2. Okay. Oh, so I can check what is. Oh, there's nothing. Okay, I thought those. I thought that ladder would lead somewhere, but it. Up, toss this. Wait. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. Do I? Oh, now we have 2 of them. Great.
Don't worry. Break into the keep, kill every goddamn Nazi in there, set you free. Then move the hell out of this place and contact Kessler in the village.
Oh no. Hold on. I could have picked up that thing. Restart. Let me just restart here. Because there was armor I could pick up there. Come on, it's not cheating. We're in the beginning.
Don't worry, Wesley. I've got a plan. Break into the keep, every goddamn Nazi in there, set you free. Out of this place.
Here we go.
Contact Kessler in the village tavern.
Ow. Oh! Right here. Where? Oh, so many. Jesus. Christ. Oh, that's a lot of dudes, man. See, I would have loaded this without the armor protecting me. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, we're gonna die. Oh, die. This is not a good idea, because if we pass this, then we just respawn at a spot where... Yeah, it's better to die. Kill me! I know it's silly, I know you should always, like, try to survive all the time, blah, 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 but... I don't want to have to spawn with very little life, and that's what just happened to us, see? We got 40 points of life, and... God damn it, this is gonna be difficult. I hope it's not too bad. Or maybe I shouldn't have activated this, I should have waited. Ouch. Well, as long as they don't go on the other side, we can defend this. Can we though? Damn it! Shit. And the enemies blend in really well with the environment. That's it's actually pretty cool. Wait, that's armor. Okay. Ammo. Okay. So we just gotta activate. Let's go, activation. But we did go there and activate the thing. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. Does he drown? Probably. No? Oh, he swims. Okay. Okay. That's really cool. We have to get on this boat over there, or... I think so. Probably. I think that's armor. Let's try to catch it. Ah, we can't. This is where it opens? No. Ooh, okay. So that thing on the top says signal detected, which means... Oh, Maria. Which means I have to kill... I have to kill the commanding officer before he sounds the alarm. If he sounds the alarm, they get back up. Thing is, there's two of them. So, let's give it a try. I'm gonna use the silencer gun. Okay. I wonder if anybody's gonna see him if I kill him. And the commanding officer went this way. Where is he though? Oh shit. Hope nobody sees that guy. Oh shit. He did something. Ah, he was behind me. Shit. Okay, fuck. We're screwed. They sound the alarm. Ah, there he is. Okay. Oh. Okay, got him. Signal terminated. We'll stop. Should stop coming. I hope these are the remaining... Oh, the remaining guys. Shit. Almost dead. Nope, no. Shit. Did we get him? Opa. Bam. Okay. We're not done. The music's still going, so I'm guessing we're not done. Ah, okay. That's what we should have done. But no. Oh well. It went fine, I guess. Every time there's something on the ground, you have to press X to pick it up. It's too bad it's not like other games or Doom where it's for armor and health. You automatically pick it up. Or ammo. Oh, this is nice. A map. Here we go. Ah. Goldy gold. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go. Okay. The dialogue is great. This is great. Wait, shut it, buddy. Shit, oh the dogs, oh the dogs.
This air reminds me of the
We good?
bar by the jungle
Oof,
farm back home.
I was lucky.
Smell of dead plant, wet wood.
So much. I guess you do need to save a plot of wine for the 1,000-year heist. Oh, no. Ooh, this is bad. Yep. Okay. Look around. Let's look underwater. Anything? Damn it. I just want to find a way out of this castle and kill that bitch who is mean. So where are we supposed to go now? Can I jump here? Oh, I got an achievement. Collect 8 gold items. Alright, super. Oh, are you kidding me? Is this gonna be a platforming section? No. Don't make me do platforming. Oh, hold on. It's not platforming. You just got my... I have to get there and then climb somewhere else, probably. I didn't notice. Yeah, there we go. We have to climb that thing. There we go. Up. E. Hold. LB. Okay. Whoa. Who's shooting at me? No, 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 no. Shit. Maybe up there. Alright, let's make our way up, I guess, right? Here we go. Press to throw knife. Ooh. Fuck. That was a waste. And I got shot. I'm assuming this is the site that they were talking about. Where's the knife that I threw? Damn it. This is sad. Ah! Ah, here it is. Got it. Nice. Excuse me. Okay, where are we supposed to go? Ah. Shit. Fuck. Ah, that was sloppy. Oh, we have to climb all the way up again. Well, at least we didn't die. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest. We have a guest. Hello, how are you doing? Is your audio being broadcasted? No, right?
I just put it on right now, but I can
Okay,
take
I
it
don't
off
know
if
if
you
it's
want.
gonna make a difference or I have no idea, so whatever, it's fine, man. How you doing, Jack? Jack,
Okay.
eating lunch.
How you doing, Papu, on your lunch break? Playing games and shit? Look at you, so responsible.
Yeah, I love it, man. This is fun.
I know. You're keeping the dream alive, bruv. Playing games while you're working. You're a good man. I'm not even working. I'm barely playing games lately, so.
You have been doing stuff, man. You have been doing stuff, so and it's very stuff. So
It's very nice, but you primo, this bravo.
hmm Jack and Papu ain't going nowhere, son.
Bruh, we here to stay. We fucking worse than the,
hmm
we worse than that thing that's going around spreading people. You know that shit? You ain't got vaccine for us.
Yeah. I don't have a vaccine for either.
I mean, you won't be successful.
So
Uh,
what's up, man? It's morning time for you. I'm looking. It's 9:50.
Bruh, I have spent the night in my castle for the first time in 2 months.
How was it, man? King in the castle.
Ah,
The
King of
castle.
Castle! Back in my castle, I have no bug bites. I am in seventh heaven.
Really?
Yes.
Ah, to feel good at home.
Oh,
And you have
bro,
all of your
like,
stuff now. So
and
just
I can finally start building my fucking studio after
okay.
4 months of living here. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, because you spent a month and a half not being there.
Yeah, I spent a month
Great.
here, and not only that, but when I moved here, I had none of my shit, so I had to wait for my stuff to come back from London, which took on its own maybe like 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
now
yeah,
everything's set up.
and then when it got here, I started unpacking shit. Then I got a bug infestation, and so yeah, I had to go away. Met
Uh,
someone doesn't live. I was always going back and forth. So it's but
with
now
this back.
now the king is back. The king back. Claim the throne. It's delightful. So,
You know what's also cool?
what?
Shooting
I
Nazis.
was about to say
Like
killing
really,
Nazis.
really bad Nazis. Yeah. Like really.
They're really
It's not
bad.
like
Maybe they has a family. What did you think about their family?
well, because if you're playing like war games and stuff, a lot of Germans were conscripted into the army where, they had no choice, right?
Yeah,
They
for
weren't all, believers of the stuff. If you're in the SS working on some top secret project for the Thousand Year Reich, I think you're chosen, for being an extra
Oh yeah.
believer.
Of course.
So yeah.
Ah,
Fuck these dudes.
so how you doing? Your lunch break, everything?
Doing good. I did something very silly today. Because it's Friday night, obviously, I fell asleep watching a movie. And I left usually I put the air conditioning on maybe just for 5 minutes, 10 minutes before I go to sleep.
Did you? Oh, dude,
And
did
then
you go
turn
to
it
sleep?
off. So I left with it on, and the problem was that I was wearing shorts and with no covers on. So basically, for like 5 or 6 hours, there was just cold air coming on my right
Oh,
side,
bro, that's bad.
and I woke up with everything just stuck, you know,
Yeah.
like my right side completely stiff, and I had to turn it off, and I was like, oh damn it! So now everything's locked up today. Like my knee hurts, my hip hurts, my back hurts.
That sucks, bro.
It's terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
Because on top of
Sleeping
that,
with the air
it's not.
conditioning on
Yeah.
this is always a mistake. But yeah, go on. Sorry. On top of that.
No. No, I was just gonna say that I put it on really cold for a few minutes only, so it was like on 21 or 22 degrees running, right there. That was not good. That was not good. So I think I'll be skipping. I mean, I'll go to the gym today, but I will be taking it very easy, or at least not putting any weight in there. I'm just gonna. But now I remember, because I've been doing physio for my hip and my back.
How's that?
And dude, it's going phenomenal because all these came back when I woke up this morning, everything being super stiff, and I'm like, shit, this is how I used to wake up for every day for months, with everything stiff and locked. So I feel like that the physio is like nose gets unclogged, or like when you get your nose clogged again, you're like, oh my god, I took everything for granted, like just breathing. I took breathing, and now I felt like, oh, I took walking for granted, or walking without pain, because it's been since pretty much I started physio that maybe 13 days out of 15 when I walk around, and it used to be every day. So today I felt the difference. It's like it feels good. Yeah, like it sucks, but it's a good reminder of how it improved.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Dude, I mean, I remember last year when I had my costochondritis, man, nothing helped, and then physio, bro. Physio was my savior. Fuck that. I was on this. That was called just costochondritis because I was looking for people giving advice and
subreddit
shit.
for costochondritis?
Of course, bro. There's a
entire
subreddit
one?
for fucking everything, dude. Come on.
That's true. That's true.
And I was just for months I was on it because I was looking for advice of people that might have had the same kind of issues as I did, and most people are so like I noticed that a lot of the subreddit is basically just people completely mind fucked and depressed because they can't get rid of it, And a lot of them, I noticed that a lot of them didn't try physio. A lot of them didn't. So I think it was my first post that I ever made was into that subreddit.
Ah, you're officially not a lurker anymore.
Well, I mean, it was ages ago, and I remember it was the first week that I was doing physio. I was a bit better and I got drunk because I was like, I can drink today. I got drunk and then I was like, I'm gonna post something on the subreddit. And I was just like, to all you people out there is hope. My dudes, do physio.
Keeping those exercises.
I'm not
you did them
necessarily
you don't need
keeping
it
on. I don't need to. The thing is, every time I start feeling chest aches or anything, because I know the kind of exercises for that area. I will start doing
pick it up
the exercises again.
Right. And how long does it take for you to feel good again?
How long does it take for what?
How long does it take for you to feel good again? You start doing the exercises again.
Well, the thing itself is good, but you need to go to a physiotherapist who can give you very intense as well.
Massage as well, okay.
Deep tissue massages, what's it called? Vibrotherapy. So they put like a thing on the area and it like vibrate to some degree. It like creates vibration inside and it helps as well.
Oh yeah, I'm doing ultrasound too.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of shit.
Oh dude, that shit hurts so bad. Like it's so weird. It's like you know the little pain that thick pain you feel before you crack a bone moment, and
Sure.
then you want to crack your bone, but it doesn't crack. It's like
Oh yeah.
that, but times 100.
Yeah, 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 I get you.
In the back. Did you do it on your ribs or on your back?
On the ribs.
Mm.
But
Rib itself, not joint.
well, I mean on the ribs, kind of like rib right underneath my left boob, let's say, like that
That's
part
where
of
they
the
did it.
area.
Okay.
Is, I mean, I imagine for you it might be, I don't know if it's more or less painful, but I for scoliosis back issues it might be more intense because it's the correct for something that is inherently
No,
there.
I, I think it's not the same because for me it's not like the scoliosis was what would I call it? Was a symptom, not a cause, you know?
Right.
So like it was a result wear and tear on a different side of the body, and it's quite common for, you know, people.
For fighters. You there? I think he's left the stage. I mean, he's still playing, but I can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're having some headphone issues, bro. I can't hear you anymore.
Can you
Just so you know, you're having big connectivity issues. Headphones. I think that you might need to start switching up. Oh, well, all I hear is tuck 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 tuck.
We good?
Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah, I think that your cable is connection is starting to wither,
I think so.
because a lot of times it just sounds like tuk 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 tuk, like you're connecting and disconnecting it all the time.
Right. But now everything's good, right?
Yeah, now everything's good.
Okay. Yeah. What was I
By the way,
saying?
it doesn't
The
seem
scoliosis came from
like we're
yes?
just so you know.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's good. Yeah, I had connection today. It was when I put it on automatic on the bit, the top, like the maximum thing. So I was like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, and it's been a while since it did that. Um, yeah. No, the scoliosis came from a hernia in my the middle back, more on the lower side. There's
You had a
that
fucking
also.
hernia, bro? Damn. Jeez.
Yeah, I had disc hernia, but that I got it when I was in my like mid 20s,
Mm.
and I just stretched a lot, and it kind of fixed it, and doing a little bit of yoga. But also I got arthritis there. But it's possible to fix it still now because I'm too old. It's not too fucked up, by just creating space. So yeah, but it's crazy now, man, because I go to the gym almost every day, right? But every time I go, there's about what half an hour of special warm up that I gotta do before I even start my workout. You know,
Mm.
with all these things, and I think most people should too. If you have any problems, do it just to prevent stuff. Just like if you work out just for health or for fun or to stay strong, and you have no competitive what do you call it, ambitions or whatever, because there's a lot of freaks out there who just work out like crazy
Mm.
just for the fun of it. So even if you do that, like taking care of your body is so important. Really wish that I had known that before.
Right. No,
I mean, I
understand.
knew it, but I didn't understand it. That's the problem. Open cells. Where are we supposed to? I don't understand, man.
Alfonso, I don't think I've ever heard you play a game where that is not the sentence that's
Exactly.
continuous.
Yes. No, and now you got me distracted when we're talking about all this stuff. So now I'm completely lost. Okay. No, I gotta go back, but I think I missed a spot or something. These time confined there. Which Wolfenstein have you played?
Me?
Just
I've
the
played
original one,
I've
the
played the
3D?
original one on the PC, but I've played very little.
Was the original on DOS
No, the original
on a
wasn't
floppy
DOS.
disk?
I don't think so.
Or was it CD already? I don't remember.
Wolfenstein
It came out in
3D was
91.
CD already. Oh, no, wait, no. I'm wrong. Because the DOS one is like Doom, so it is definitely a DOS game. That's not the one I played.
Right.
I
Ah,
played the
okay, so which
first.
one did you play?
I played the first that was a CD one, but I don't remember.
Wolfenstein 3D?
But no, because Wolfenstein 3D is the first. It's called Wolfenstein 3D,
Play.
but
And
that's
it's a
not the
DOS
first one
one.
I played. Yeah.
Ah. What did you play? God damn it. Did you play Return to Castle Wolfenstein?
I don't. I really don't know. Let me give you
How
the
old
year
were
and
you when
maybe
you
you
played? Yeah, yeah.
I believe I was. I want to say I was 10.
And it were a Return to
Castle.
Castle Wolfenstein. I think so. You have to like shoot skeletons and stuff as well, right?
Yeah, I believe so. But it's weird because I played it on PC and
Yeah.
but it also came out on Xbox. So that's why
Oh shit.
I'm wondering why I played it on PC. I think somebody lent it to me. And I was like, oh, okay, because I didn't buy PC games, so probably somebody gave it to me or lent it to me or cracked it for me at the time. I don't remember in those days. But
One cracked it for you?
yeah, bro, you know
Are we
how
past the statute of limitations?
bro, listen. We come from a generation. We come from we're the Napster generation, okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, can I, man? Don't fuck with me, yeah, man.
What's a nap social media?
Is that like a Twitter for naps? I love it.
Shows on your GPS where you can take a nap, you know? People lent out their rooms and their back seats of cars, you know? Just go on Napster. Feel like taking a nap? Napster.
Napster, bruv.
Napster.
Are you a
Sing.
This is taking. Go on Napster today. Get your defrosted orange latte macchiato. Yay! No
I was
phone,
going to
please.
say that Napster eats. Like, go to sleep and there's like a pair of ribs out there that you can eat in bed while you nap, you know?
Sounds delightful. Although I hate eating in bed, but sounds delightful.
I think it's so gross to eat in bed.
I mean, look.
I really don't like it.
There are exceptions. I don't mind
You
eating
can eat a
in
green.
bed if I'm eating off of someone, but I do mind eating by myself.
Okay, let's say eating for sustenance, you know? Or even out
Yes,
of gluttony, but not out of lust.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah, I agree. I
Right.
agree.
Eating without the intention of changing the sheets later, you know?
Correct. Correct.
Um,
Yes, you are right.
that type of eating, yeah, I think that's gross. If someone eats
I
like
mean-
cookies in bed, I go, ooh.
I mean, look, it's mostly because you're gonna sleep there and you're gonna wake up like if you sleep like me, I generally sleep or in my underwear or naked, and you're gonna get fucking
Mhm.
all over the place.
Yeah, it's gross, man. I mean, you can eat like those Twizzler type thing, or like if you eat a gummy bear in bed from the package to your mouth, I don't mind.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know, 'cause
Unless you're
there's
eating
like
a pack of
0%
gummy bears and you
chance.
wake up with like a fucking
Yeah,
bear
you know what I
sticking
mean.
out of your asshole. But yeah, sure. Usually
I-
you should
yeah.
be fine.
I don't mean like you're motorboating a pack of gummy bears and get it all over the place. I mean you just take a couple at a time, put them in your mouth, or like Skittles or something like that. You know, just from the back to your mouth. Like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You know. Oh, Dagon Keltrum is here. Hello. It's a party, guys. This became a lunch party.
Yay! Wait, Lawrence, you're awake? It's 10 o'clock. Go back to bed, bitch.
He wakes up usually. Lately, responding early,
Fair
I
enough.
believe. Ooh. Okay, we have this
Oh
shotgun.
man, it feels so good to be home. I'm so like satisfied, man. It's great. Fantastic.
I feel very happy for you.
I love Lawrence is like, I'm awake since 7, bitch. I don't know your life.
Yeah. Ooh. Can you see?
Yeah, I mean, look,
Yeah.
I'm not one to argue with with double,
That special
but
suit didn't work out for you, did it? Can't
I'm not really
reload it.
sure
instead of
how
reload
you
it.
are physically able to hold these two guns.
Cause I got these other guns. That's what I mean. You know. That's why we go to the gym, innit?
Bro, look, it literally looks like you just have, I don't know,
Guns
it
for
looks like
arms.
cyborg arms, bro. Yeah, like seriously, man, it looks a bit,
I
a
know.
little bit unrealistic.
Yeah,
It's
a white dream when you
fathom. Oh man. It's good, like,
See?
this is how you had your internet all the time, because clearly now we know your
Oh,
issues
I know.
with crackling is the internet.
Yeah, for the most part. But even yesterday, we tried to do a stream with Lolo, and my, like, the I was getting from 1.4, 0.1. I'm like, nah, fuck that. No. It's because it was the evening, so a lot of people are home watching TV and all that. So, but now some people are either working, or don't require internet. Of the day where I have better internet.
Sure, makes sense.
Good, but I really wish it was like time as well. Trust me. If it I wish it was perfect. So there's games like or like Doom and stuff that I really wish I could definition because they look amazing. Or box.
Yeah. I mean, you might get more luck doing it on the computer anyway, because the bit factors much on the computer as it looks.
Did you see that?
I did see
Oh,
that.
okay.
Bro.
Shit. Shit. Ow, ow, ow. Oh no, wrong gun. Fuck.
You're using a bomb and shoes?
Okay. If we stay here, we can get them all. Just bam bam. I hope. Hope. Your special suit cannot save you. Kaboom. Okay.
Cap. Bitch. Oh, okay.
By the
Okay,
way,
Lolo,
I must
see
say
you
I'm. Oh, bye, Lolo.
He's
Oh, it
saying
was
it's
short,
considerably
but-
for him. To be fair, Alfonso,
okay.
I do
Mhm.
get a lot of lag watching
On the
your
picture.
stream.
Sorry.
Like the sound itself is
Yeah,
fine,
I'm looking at it
but
right
It is
now.
very laggy.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. It is quite laggy, the visuals. Oh well, at least there's audio coming in.
Yeah.
Ow. Doo. I must say, I thought the game would be a little bit more difficult on hard. Like, cause when shooting and stuff, then there's a lot of things left to pick.
Right.
That I don't. But maybe it's beginning slash middle. Then it's probably. I said before, but there's a point in the game that I know because of watching videos online. I think it's the end. So it's 8 hours, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll play the shooter. Yeah. Of your own volition. Let's play this. Play it.
I want to say 2 Rock for the Nintendo 64.
Hey, really?
Yeah,
That's the
probably.
last time I want to play another one after that.
I'm pretty sure the 2 Rock was the last one I played.
No,
Dinosaur
Halo.
Hunter was the name. Oh, Halo, sure. That was
Halo.
deadly.
Right after.
Because GoldenEye and Perfect were my, well, especially Perfect Dark was a shooter. Like, that was the shooter I played the most in my life.
Mm.
Perfect Dark, the 60. And after that, I feel like Halo was such a big defining moment in gaming history, and it was something different, and
Right.
it was smooth, and it was what it was. I mean, there's nothing to be said about Halo. It's a classic. It is, and it's probably one of the few shooters that I played through more than once. Um, but after that, I don't feel like there was any other shooter that I actually. I'm trying to think if there is a I purchased for myself. But I don't believe there is at all.
Hmm.
I do know that the Xbox, the first Xbox, was the last system that I actually actively purchased shooters, which was Halo and Unreal Tournament 2.
Unreal Tournament 2, what a shout.
And
Oh shit.
and Trez as well, which I absolutely love.
God damn it, I just got turned into hamburger meat.
And so yeah, so that was the last system I actively purchased
Trez.
shooters for. Yeah, because the
Dude,
thing is, I had the
speaking of...
Xbox. Yeah, tell
Mm-hmm.
me. No, tell me.
No, no, go ahead. Keep going, keep going.
I was just gonna say because I had the Xbox and I transitioned from the Xbox to the GameCube, right? And I feel
Back
like
to
once you,
Nintendo.
yeah, so you transition from Microsoft or back to Nintendo, and I mean the main aim or the principal games of the Nintendo systems are not necessarily shooters at all.
Yeah.
So because I transitioned back to Nintendo, I kind of left shooters behind for 2 generations because I had the GameCube and then I had the Wii, and then I had the 360 late in the game, like probably 4 years after it came out. So by the time I went back to a system that was considerably more into the shooter realm,
Mm-hmm.
same as Sony, and I never had a PlayStations and shit. It was just not something that that I grew up playing, so it was not anything that I was interested in. I feel like every time I purchased a shooter game or that I played shooters was mostly to play with someone, as in they had the game, they were like, let's play it together, or I was at someone's and then we ended up playing. But apart from that, just for myself, I just don't find it appealing. It's, aim, shoot, or it just doesn't have appeal to me.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
It's like I always say, look, I don't enjoy first-person shooters the same way I don't enjoy POV porn. I don't enjoy first-person view anything. It's just not my jam.
You like to watch. Like in that movie, what's it? With Shirley Temple and Peter. Is it Peter Sellers? Yeah, I think so. The gardener dude.
Oh,
Do you remember that movie?
Being There, or Goodbye,
Be-
Miss.
Yes,
However you wanna
exactly
call it.
that movie. When she's like, "What do you like?" and he's like, to watch. So, yeah, I like to watch. He meant TV, and she starts, doing stuff for him to watch. So that's what you mean. You like to watch.
I like to watch, bro. It's so much more appealing. I am that guy in the porn industry or in the porn movies where, his wife is cheating on him, he gets in the and instead of like getting all insane, he just sits down on the couch and crosses his legs, puts his hands together, and just watches as his wife looks at him like how I should be fucked. Yes, correct. The terminology I believe is cuckold. Yes,
God damn
correct. Yes. Anyway, you were gonna say something prior me rambling on shit.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Trez,
Yeah.
know that we were, I mean, maybe a couple of years ago, we were kind of looking forward or the remaster to come
I
out.
think it's the
I think it's
remaster,
remake
right?
actually. But apparently it plays very bad, and I was a bit disappointed. Like, thing is, I actually tried. I just saw the reviews,
Yes.
but it's not just reviews, but people's experiences with it. You know?
I do think that probably I think that it's a remaster. I don't think it's a remake, and I feel like maybe it just got cleaned, but that the controls would
Hmm.
probably still be
Yeah.
as it was originally. And
Right.
for some people, that might be a downgrade to some degree. So I feel that there was such negative reaction. Remember, Biomutant
Hmm.
makes reviews, and you loved the
That's
game.
true. I loved it. Yeah, I thought it was great. 9 out of 10 for me.
But anyway, but for me, it's not just because it's a I did enjoy the
Cool.
comic book. I enjoyed this. I thought it.
Yeah. That game came a different weight in the Franco-Belgian, or
Oh,
what do you call
absolutely.
it?
I
Communauté
feel like it was
française,
completely aimed at
with the
that
French
mostly.
languages. Yeah. A lot of people in Belgium and France, and in generally the Francophone people really like comics, Franco books, and 13, even the video game came out, was very popular. When you go to a bookshop, even stationery shops that had 8 pages, the classic. 13 was always for us. I mean, growing up, that Scorpio, like there's a few like that in that genre. International spy, Euro spy, which I love. We were talking yesterday about the 60s, 70s, 80s, man. The Euro spy stuff I really like. Even a lot of those James Bond movies from that time that take place in Europe are really cool. Yeah. Is that your
Sure.
jam? Euro spy stuff?
Well, I'm not
When
really.
it's good, I
When it's good,
imagine,
it's
right?
good. But I'm just into
Alright.
spy. I mean, I enjoy the James Bond as much as the next dude. Even though I'm probably more of a Sean Connery James Bond fan, but than any other thing. But still, I mean, a character is a character and it works for me. But I don't necessarily like those kind of movies. It's not really my jam.
Hmm. You're not gonna
Except
watch
for
them
Austin
because
Powers.
they're of that genre. I was gonna say that. Oh, I was waiting. Damn it! I wanted to use that to pin you.
But
Exception
I
next door,
can
like.
I can dig it. Like that, yeah. I like comedy stuff with spies. That's fine, except for like the more recent things. But I do like things like I remember a lot of early Jackie Chan movies where he gets himself put in bullshit. He becomes in the middle of investigations and things. I love that. But I mean, just because I fucking love Jackie Chan.
What about
Dude, o que é que tu
the
estás a
friend?
man?
He had a purple or green face, right? I don't remember anymore. With Louis de Funès. Movie. I don't know if it's 1, 2, or 3, but they go to a ball and he has to pretend to be a pirate, like Fantomas' secret lair.
Wait.
Great, man.
It's it's like from a novel or something.
Hmm. Yeah.
Right.
It's really funny, man.
I don't know if I've seen.
Google it. I think it's called.
But
It's not that. It's very
also
similar.
the thing is, there's Fantomas movies since the 1910s. So
Cool. All right, then it's one of I think it might be that. 'Cause they were from the 60s I mean, maybe 70s actually.
okay, there's
Late 70s, I believe.
Fantomas Edition, Fantomas contre Scotland Yard,
Shit.
and these are from the
That
60s.
almost sounded like from Quebec. Fantomas la Scotland Yard.
Fantomas contre Scotland Yard. Très bien, ma blonde. Quoi. Va bien, chien en chaud.
Oh shit. Damn it.
Tabernac.
Tabernac. It is, right? The dude with the purple face, and they have Louis de Funès with them
Well,
in them, don't they?
From what I can see, well, the images I see are from the old movies, and they're in black and white. He just has like a
Shit,
face
maybe
mask.
it's not Fantomas. Dude, can you okay, do me a favor. Can you check real quick on the Louis de Funès filmography or movies that he did?
On the what
Um,
filmography?
Louis de Funès.
Louis de Funès? Yeah, sure. Which one?
Yeah. If it's not Fantomas, it's something else. It's fun. Ah, shit. Maybe
Phantom.
it's not Fantomas.
I mean, it is there? He has a name called Fantomas. Yeah, it is him. Yeah.
Yeah, it is? Okay,
Are you
okay, okay.
serious? I had no idea.
Dude, those movies are awesome. You should watch
No,
them.
look, I love the Louis de Funès movies. I've seen Rabbi Jacob, Tropez,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and
but
shit.
this is a
Those
bit
are great.
different. It's almost out of
Um,
character in a way. It's
He has a blue mask. It's not purple.
blue mask. Okay, okay, but close enough. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Never seen this.
Dude, watch it. If you
Louis de Funès plays an inspector. He doesn't play Fantomas.
no, he doesn't play Fantomas. No, he's in it. He's the main.
Yeah,
call it.
he's the
Antagonist is yeah, exactly. He's the main guy. Yeah. He's got some pretty funny scenes, but it's a more serious role, meaning he's not as goofy as we
Oh,
usually
dude, so all
remember
this
him.
trilogy, which is from
Mhm.
Michel Magn, no, sorry, from André Hunebelle. All its three movies in the 60s, and they're all with Louis de Funès. Fantomas
Yep.
Edition, Fantomas Card.
60s, not the 70s. Okay.
Okay.
They're awesome.
I had no
I
idea.
remember renting all three of them at the movie. What do you call it? At the movie
The
blockbuster. No, it's not a blockbuster. It's a video club. Video club.
Back in the days where we could rent games.
Oh, my video club. I mean, I think after I was 10 years old, there were no more games. Things moved to the PlayStation 2 era. I didn't rent games anymore.
Oh, I feel like
That's
I
when it
only
kinda
rented
stopped.
them on the 64. That was the only time there was games to rent.
Yeah, that's PlayStation era for me as well. The ones I rented. And I remember it was more expensive, but you could keep it at home for 2 weeks. You know.
I mean, honestly, it wants it all because I didn't pay for it when I was a kid, so I don't remember how much it cost.
So you're not the one who used to go get it? Like you didn't, they didn't give you money and then you paid for it?
No, because I would go to the video club with my dad or my mom.
With your
usually
parents.
my dad.
Oh, okay.
And we would
by
go
ourselves.
rent a movie, and every time I saw games, I was like, oh, can I rent this game? Can I rent this game? But I feel like I only kept the game for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, because you were spending all day
Yeah, well,
Nintendo
that was
Play.
the motive.
For
I was
you.
like, okay, I
Yeah.
need this game. Like
For
I
me, often couldn't finish the games.
Yeah, of course, it's normal. I feel like the first game
had
I
unlimited screen
rented was Bomberman 64, I think. That was the first video game I rented.
Renting and it was very, very difficult. Like too much have time for it.
That's
but
not, you can play it as a kid, but it,
I didn't
more-
know. I like the funny characters on the cover, you know, they look like Dragon Ball, right?
well,
It was adventure and stuff, and I just rented it. I was like, what? I didn't know any better.
that's fair.
I realized, oh my god, there's so much reading in this game. Difficult, I believe. It didn't have
Oh, yeah, of course.
any language I could understand.
Back in the
And of
day
course you also
when,
read
you
slower
couldn't
at that
switch
age.
languages in games. Like there are some games that would just input
Well,
like
actually,
yes.
I think back then, for that generation, aside from those heavier games, you had the option more often. It didn't just get assigned to the C or the language of your console. You know what I mean?
True. I was thinking more.
You had the
because
option 4 or 5 languages, right?
I
With the
think
flags.
before you mentioned you did, yeah, absolutely. Because you mentioned the Chrono Trigger, I was thinking of the Super Nintendo version of the game, and
No, the generation after that. Sorry.
yeah. Because the thing is, when you purchase, when you France or in Belgium, back in the Super Nintendo era specifically, I don't feel like it was the same with the NES, but with the SNES, it came like dubbed, and you couldn't switch
Right.
the languages. Like I remember which is the sequel to Secret of Mana for the SNES, and I purchased it in Belgium, and then I started playing it, and I was like, oh my god, this shit is all in French. I can't switch the language. And when I went to London, I sold EX because they don't touch the
Mm-hmm.
games, right? And supposedly you can't sell
You sold a
sub
French
games.
copy?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Funny, man.
And do what I gotta do, bro. And I was like, I'm gonna sell this shit. I sold a lot of my old games that were French on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and I just purchased the same copies in English.
That's what I had to do with. I was very disappointed because I had to do that shit. Um, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 because I liked the campaigns when I played the first one and the second one. It's just like a fucking movie. And I bought the third one in Carrefour in Lille, in France, and at the back you could switch, but couldn't. And everything like the whole campaign was in French and you couldn't put it in it. So I had to sell that for um and order one. Yeah. And I was like, Daddy, can you pay for me for Amazon? I don't have credit card.
Daddy,
like 19.
please.
Daddy, please. Give the money later. Because I did sell the other game, and then just like I lost maybe 10 euros. Because the game was for sale for 50, obviously, or 16. I don't remember. 5. Because they had like a special like. So I bought it for you, saying used it. Was a, you know.
Nice. You know what I used to do back in Portugal when I lived in Porto the first time around? There was a game store, type store, and
Mm-hmm.
what you could like the thing is, if you bought a game, especially if it was a second-hand game, go in, buy the game, and then when you
Mm-hmm.
went home, if it didn't work, you could come back in and exchange it, right?
Right.
And what I used to do for it the next day and be like, yo, this doesn't work. I would get my money back, and I would be like, I was so disgusted by this game because they were like, oh, just get another copy. I was like, nah, I'm too disgusted. I'm gonna get another game. And I do that on
So you just
loops
go there,
and play
on
games
Fridays and come back on Mondays.
No, not even. Like, I would go, imagine, a day in the morning, I would play the game
Mm-hmm.
the whole day. Usually, if you playing games that are not those AAA games, you can finish them in one day
Sure.
if you're playing 8, 10 hours. So a lot of times I would just buy games, finish them, bring them back the next day, be like, hey, bro, sorry, not working. Not cool.
Hustling.
Every day we hustle and hustle and bustle
One
and
time,
grind.
I remember this was right after I got the 360 for Christmas, and I think I'm 16 or 7. I think I'm 16 years old or 17. I don't know anymore. But what basically happened was that and then I thought game inside. I bought it with the package, and I Warrior 6 game. And the Dynasty Warriors disc was inside, but then I flipped the Xbox to put it on its laid flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that scratched the whole fucking game when I turned it back on. Like, just like, like I turned it back on and then, oh no. I had bought the Xbox just like 3 days earlier, or something like. I went to the shop with my dad, and my dad told me, just look, they have millions of euros in revenue all the time. They're not gonna, you already paid for the Xbox and everything. Let's try to trade your game in. And then we talked to the said, yeah, the guy saw the perfect ring cut around the disc and said, all right, we'll get you a new one. My dad just like winks at me.
Nice.
Yeah. Daddy hustling. It's like these companies make millions. Because it wasn't an independent game shop, so.
It's funny when you mention
miss
that thing
those.
of millions in revenue and shit. That makes me think when I worked at CEX. When you work in retail, you get clients that are very much like shit. Like, you know what? Never coming
pawn
back here
shop,
again.
secondhand
You just
retail
lost
as well.
You just lost the fucking client. I'm like, good. Do I want to see your face? Do I, Mr. C? Am I making money off you? Dude, bro, fuck off. Like, you serious?
Do you think I'm trying to see junkies want to rip me off on a daily basis? You think I'm
Dude,
trying to hang out with those people?
Not even talking to those people. I'm not friends. Look, do I really give a fuck? It's like I've seen it all. Working on retail it's an experience, to say. Like it's an experience that was enlightening and very. I gotta say, it really gives you to deal with people in general because you have to learn to be calm and collected, and deal with shit. And, I mean, I'm already pretty calm and collected as it is, so I didn't really struggle much. Saw I saw there was people that really got on my nerves. Like I have to say, but I'm the kind of person that if someone told me, "What? Why is it so expensive here? It's a luxury," I'd be the first person telling them,
Yeah,
"Fuck! What? Why the fuck are you even
you
here?"
don't decide prices.
Yeah, and then people are like, "Can you not give me a discount?" I'm like, "Bro, do I look like a fun to you? Dude, fuck."
Good.
Well, I think that in working there, I was a lot more, like, oh wait, maybe I have
Trying
the
to
client
please
is
people.
always right. The client has the rights and shit. And then eventually, after you're there for a year and you know exactly how everything works, like the ins and outs. And I mean, at some point, I was pretty much supervisor. I was kind of assistant manager to some degree, and you know, I was very used to dealing with situations and diffusing things. And I remember vividly at the point you're just like, yeah, bro. Well, like, there's no pleasing. No, there's just I'm not gonna sit here and try to like. That's something I noticed as well is trying to avoid. You know how people are. Some people that just create so much confusion and tension. They're so like over the top complaining, and they make the work environment because they're just like. Unfortunately, those people tend to get away with things a lot more easily because they just make
Yeah, because they throw
situations
tantrums.
so. Yeah, but they shouldn't be rewarded, but they are. Well,
Do and
because for
yeah.
me, if I was the owner of an establishment, if I saw that shit, I would just be like, I hold the right to refuse to serve you, bro. It's that simple.
Mhm.
And I said that to, I think, people when I worked at CX. And then I got shit from my
Only
manager,
two
like
times?
saying, yeah, only 2 times. I got
Wow.
shit from my manager. I was like, bro, look, I'm not gonna serve this bitch. And I told some of the clients, I told them like, I'm not gonna serve you. I'll pass a colleague, but like I'm like I can't deal. And I remember even
Oof.
one time I was so pissed off. I just heard, I don't know if it was probably not Andy, it was someone else who was working there in front of the client, like, dude, you deal with this asshole. I'm going on break smoking a cigarette. Fuck this shit.
Whoa. And you use that language?
Well, I mean it's CEX. You're gonna curse. Like, yeah.
Oof.
The only redeeming thing about working, I don't know in retail in general, but working in CEX is that you are surrounded by people who are very like-minded, colleague-wise, like shit. It's a fun time. That was fun. Like I really enjoyed working there. Aside from the being underpaid and
Yeah, you
being
made some good
overworked.
friends, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It had
Kind of
its
miss it
perks though,
sometimes.
that job.
Well, it had its.
Like
I didn't
playing game,
really.
like-minded people, you know?
Yeah, I didn't make the most of it. Like for me, the greatest thing about working there was that you get 15% discount, and you can pretty much you can buy a game
Trade stuff
and
back and
return it.
forth.
Yeah, and you return it in 2 weeks and get your money back, or just exchange it for another game as an employee. So
Hmm.
you can just play games for free, pretty much, if you look at it that way.
Nice.
But I was also so tired because I worked pretty much every day. I was outside of the house, let's say
You
10
had
hours a day.
commute, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that.
And I got home and
Grind.
I was in a relationship. It's not like I'm not that kind of person who's gonna ignore the person next to me and just sit down and play video games. And I can't play a video game if I don't feel like I'm in the environment to do that. Like, I can't just
Right.
disconnect and play a video game. I need to. that I'm in a situation where the people around me are just like, yeah, yeah, do your thing, play. And I'm like, okay, comfortable playing. Otherwise, no. So I didn't really take advantage of the whole, discounts and things because I didn't really even play. I was just working all the time, and when I got home, I just wanted to, eat and then go to sleep, and then back to the same thing the next day.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's the big issue with, I mean, at least in London, because the salary at CX is very low, low income, and if you live anywhere else, it's not London, where the minimum London salary should be around £10 an hour, but the minimum national
Mhm.
salary is 7.90 or 8.10. I think it went up at some point. It doesn't cover your basic needs, rent, food, all that shit. It doesn't cover it. It's so you have to end up working and stuff, and that's the big issue with working in places like that, where you're completely underpaid and you have to deal with so much shit, so much shit. Like you really have to be either you don't have a choice and you work there, or you have to be very cool-headed and be like, okay, you know what, I can do this. But I wouldn't repeat it, like personally.
Right.
The
Hmm.
best thing that I got by was that I bought my printer for 15% discount. That was my big thing.
All those are 15%. Awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And because it came with a European plug, and supposedly we can't buy things with European plugs, but the person who bought it, check it, he just bought it. And because it came with a European, to get 15% more discount.
Hmm.
So their cost around, it's almost £300, I think, or maybe 250, something like that. And I got like 200. So I got a pretty good discount on that shit. And
I
I
would
still use
say
it to
so
this
as
day.
well.
It's a great mini projector. Sorry, I'm taking over you while you're killing Nazis and shit.
No, man. It's been great to listen to you and passive listening, right? So I can be
Sure, sure.
active on the game, but if I have to like talk at the same time,
Mm.
then that might take away from the focus of the game. And this way I get the best out of both worlds. People who are listening to the podcast get to listen to your beautiful voice. And it's about working in retail. But don't you think that everybody should at least work in retail a little, like other and people with people who work in retail? I think.
I think that
Um,
people who come from privileged backgrounds, like both you and I come from, to some degree, can learn something from it. Like, I mean, obviously, not everyone. You don't necessarily need it to, grow empathetic or go compassionate to some degree, but you are privileged to come from that background where you are in that bubble and you don't know how people struggle or how, it is to deal with you know, realize that being treated like shit is something that can happen to you. It puts you in the,
that's a great way of putting it.
you know, um, I feel like it's a very interesting lesson to learn if you lack those kind of, not skills, but if you lack knowledge of the world, let's say.
The real
Um,
world, right?
but it's not the real world. It's
Different part
just
of
a
the world. The
different
world for most
part of the.
people
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, both me
who
and
also
Papu
have
come
those
from
jobs
a certain kind of privileged background. To some degree, we
weren't
do.
lucky.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, wouldn't say with a
Say
spoon
to
in our mouths, but
bronze.
but
It's a heavy spoon, my teeth. Oh my god. But we can afford dental health care, so that's the level of without much worrying. So where we are, you know,
yeah, yeah,
we don't need
exactly.
to worry too much about dentist. There you go.
Pretty much. So, coming around, not us specifically, I don't think, but especially you, because you kind of went into the realm of being on your own and independent earlier than some of us from months into it.
Mm,
And,
uh,
you know, I mean, you worked, like,
yeah,
if you wanted
maybe,
something,
maybe.
you worked at Deleuze and shit like that, didn't you? Or Colruyt or whatever you
Carrefour,
worked.
yeah,
Carrefour, yeah.
Carrefour for a summer, and then on and off, like loose days when someone was sick, they would just like call me. Hey, do you want to work today? I'm like, yeah, 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 I can work today.
Yeah, sure, but that's what I mean. Like, you did that
Sometimes, yeah.
when you were what,
But
19?
yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
19. I had just turned 19. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you also studied like abroad, not really abroad, but you went to Lille, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of were on a budget. You didn't really have unlimited.
Super tight
Yeah,
budget.
exactly.
It
You
was
were,
insane.
and I feel
That's you're speaking like of something that it were parents that like were out of touch with how much money you actually need to live because they didn't have to worry too much about it.
mm,
So they gave me very little. Didn't realize how much, they gave me too much. But I remember that conversation. I talked about it with my sister a few days ago. Like they thought that minimum was some €100 or something, when in reality it was like over 1,000.
yeah.
That's what most people need to live, and I was getting like 380 a month. I mean, aside from rent, 50 all around. That's what I was surviving on in France. I did it. I think just healthy habits and not wasting money.
Yeah. Plus, I
But
mean, you
yeah,
still
in that
shared the
sense,
flat with your then girlfriend,
yeah,
right?
that helped a lot. Yeah, that
Yeah,
helped
of
a lot.
course.
Yeah, share the flat.
But
Um,
I feel like you, for example, you were not less lucky, but you had to deal with that, whereas, like, Dagon, me, and Francisco, for example, we were a
mhm.
little bit more privileged than you. Like, we didn't have even to worry about work, or budgeting. I mean, I'm very frugal to begin
Right.
with, much about money because I don't really spend fine. But in any case, I never had to be in a situation where I was like struggling to not make ends meet at
Right.
the end of the month. Except when I
Well,
lived in London, like, to be fair.
times it's also not wanting to ask the parents. You're desperate, but just like figuring it out. Like I've never been in a situation where I'm like in dire trouble. I mean, all times. So, there was a time where I had like X amount of money left for the month,
Mm.
very little, and I had to change my diet like drastically. Not I'm not saying I didn't have money. I'm just like, the calories is you add sugar to your food or you add flour to gravy or you use a cheaper meat or you eat meat,
Mm.
that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And or you skip a meal here and there.
Oh yeah.
um, and get a protein shake instead, which you shouldn't do, but when I was pretty much broke. But on and off, just like little phases like that. But I also thought, and I knew that if I really, really needed it, I could just ask. Also good to can get, and I thought it was good practice at the time. Look, hey, this is how it could get sometime, so I wouldn't, if I ever got to the situation where I had no other choice but to live like that, or be fucking broke, and find
Mhm.
a way to deal with it without making a phone call, I thought it was good practice for when one day I might need to
Yeah.
live like that, and I don't have the option of a phone call. And then it worked out okay. I think most people have more, can endure more than they think they do. It's just that they're too addicted to comfort sometimes. You know what I mean?
Of course. Obviously, but I mean, it's
It's
really.
okay to get uncomfortable for a bit.
I mean, I've also went through that experience from living to some degree on the streets. Not really on the streets, but like from being in a community, penniless, moneyless, just living
Hmm.
like day to day. And some people don't know, like, you don't have money, and well, how are you gonna eat? How are you gonna do these things? At the same time, it makes things interesting. And it's like, yeah,
It does,
wow.
right? Yeah.
I don't really want to go through it again, but it was interesting. Yeah, I had this very idealistic way of thinking that, you know, you'd go to a place where you'd basically trade your services for
Hmm.
food, drugs at the time, and shit like that.
It's a
And it
little
didn't really work
utopia
that way.
project.
Yeah, yeah. Think is that most people that were there, their services were pretty much the same as mine, as in music. So,
Competition, damn it.
but yeah.
But bear in mind also that during those times you really realize that I think that that's the way that a lot of people make it in a way, and people who have versions for others who complain about money but then do certain things, which is the best way to not spend much money, or the way that I managed at least during that time, very little on vices. And by vices, I mean smoking and drinking,
Oh, bro, you
eating
stop smoking,
out.
you save so much money.
Yeah, no smoking and no, dude. That's how you manage. But then it's just that those things never become an option. For me, they didn't have to be. I'm fine with cooking for myself. It's
Yes,
what I love to do most, anyways. But also, but if I couldn't, I tell you, I can count. So I lived in Lille. How long did I live in Lille? 3 years. I can count. I don't know if I have during the time where I was studying, right? Not like holidays or anything like that. I can count on my hand the number of times that I went out to party, like to a bar and a nightclub and stuff like that. In three
that wasn't
years,
really
maybe I
your
went
jam
like
to
three
begin with,
times.
right?
No, it wasn't my jam. Yeah, because I got training the next, what and I didn't have the money for it. So I'm like, fuck it, you
Mm.
know, I don't care. So if you just develop hobbies and habits which you don't need money on,
Mm.
and you don't spend money on everything else, then it's cool. Like you're fine, actually. Right?
That's really the thing, that if you live sort of unapologetically expensive life, as in if you have expensive
Yeah.
tastes. Like I remember people I know, like in London, out every day. And I mean, we're not talking about Portugal. We're talking about fucking London. Do you
Yeah.
know how expensive it is to fucking eat out in London? You pay the
50
same,
pounds, 20 pounds a day,
dude.
like 600
You'd
pounds a
pay the
month
same
minimum.
here for 4 people in Portugal. You can get probably a meal. Well, if you're 4 people and you just get the main dish, you can probably find somewhere where you pay €5 for the dish,
Yeah.
5 to 6. So
The
that's
the
around,
special, right?
yeah. So that's around
That's the deal.
€24 for 4 people, just for the one dish. If you get a menu, probably for €7, you can get coffee, a drink, and the main dish, and that'll be roughly €30, 32 for that you person in London, pretty much. And that's crazy. That's so crazy, bruv.
That is insane. Uh, how much giant sandwich downstairs from your place?
I actually don't know. Because usually when I go
You
eat
don't
there,
remember?
I eat with other people and I usually just pay. So I don't know. I think
Right.
it's 3 to 50.
Oh, I'm gonna eat 10 of those.
Wesley.
Because the cafe it's a bit on the expensive side.
We've gotten ourselves into it.
Mm-hmm.
But the tosta is. Did I not send you a picture of the tosta when I ate there last time?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but send me the cheese and ham one, which is the one that I'm.
Come on, it's just too simple, bro. You want to get something better than that.
Dude, I miss that. Like, just put a little cut. Like, I miss the cheese. That cheese and that ham. Dat ham met dat type emofitium te gras is like a thick slice, or
Yeah.
that's nice too. One thick slice. I like either one thick slice or several thin ones, but not like a couple of medium ones. I'm weird that way.
You sick little Nazi.
You know, it's funny though, because that cafe downstairs, like, there was a morning where I didn't have food at home, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go downstairs have breakfast. And if there's one thing I really like in Portugal is when you ask for toast in cafes. Tostadas. They're usually really, I mean, you can tell that they have tons of butter on it, and the bread is not usually good bread.
Oh.
But they just taste really good. Like it tastes like it's just
Yeah,
butter,
tostada.
you know?
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
thick. It's
And I
true that the
remember
Portuguese in the cafe. What do you call that? Yeah, butter toast. It's
it's
great.
butter toast, but pretty much. It's torrada, but that shit is so filled with butter to the brim. Like, yeah,
Remember
too.
what?
I remember I went downstairs to eat one because I was like, okay, just chill. And I asked for a toast, and these guys here, they give me such like, they give me such a fancy version of a toast. I was like, bro, I, I don't want a fancy version of the toast. I just want my super buttered toast,
I
bro.
want the classic cholesterol on the toast. What are you
Yeah, like,
doing?
stop being fancy, guys. This is not Portugal. That's not cool, man. I want it. I want what I want, and I want it now. Don't give me this shit. I think I have a picture of it. I'll send it to you so you can see what I mean. You'll be like, what the fuck? Like, seriously. Seriously? You would understand. Seriously, but how yeah. Let me see. Pretty sure I have you last month. Boom, 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 boom. Hey people, what's happened now?
My guy said when I'm done with your dog.
Oh, damn,
That's
bro.
not cool, man.
That's
That's not a cool
really
threat
not
to
cool.
make. I mean, if a dog attacks me, self-defense, but you know, not a cool threat to make at all.
That's the kind of shit that gets you dead.
And we killed the dog. I hate this in games. I hate it. I've said this before.
Yeah.
Well, obviously in real
You
life.
do realize
duh.
that that's usually. I don't know why, but I have a tendency to kill animals when I.
I know. Every stand up in games just to go pow.
I don't know why, bro. I don't know if it's just to test the waters and see what happens, but I'm like, it's like the first thing I did in Red Dead Redemption when I got the gun was like shoot my horse.
Oh, dude, no, your own. Oh, come on, man. Oh.
Bro, look, if you're gonna give me a game where I have a gun, you run this risk. You know, it's not a good thing. Oh, I sent you the picture of the toast, by the way. I found it. So you can see
Oh,
what I
let me
mean by
see.
fancy ass toast.
No, what the fuck? What is this? This is a Jenga toast with some oregano bullshit. It looks so dry as well. Where's the butter? I don't
Dude,
see
if we
any
could-
reflection
If we
of
could edit
light,
this
like
videos,
no light
I would just
reflection.
put the picture down and be like, look, this
Aw,
is
this
what
is
they get.
terrible, man. No, this is not. I mean, it looks
gave me
great, but
this.
this is not torrada, man. This is not a.
Yeah, they gave me
butter
this with
toast.
like it's lightly buttered and it has oregano on top. I'm like, this is not a toast. This is a fancy ass version of a toast, and this is not what I want. Yeah. Next time I go there, I'm gonna be like, but you know, the very bad quality. That's why you go get a toast at a cafe here to get that
Yeah.
greasy, bad quality
course.
toast. You know, it's like when they eat at you know, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a meta. When they eat at like Arby's or Wendy
I have no idea what those restaurants.
or whatever. It's like a place eats some shawarma, but it's really bad shawarma, and you know it's bad. You know you're gonna shit, but you still want to eat the greasy shit. That's what you want. I'm using an exaggerated, obviously, but with Indian food, because I ate a lot of Indian food back in London.
Oh, of course, that's the best British food ever. The only
Yeah, of course.
decent thing about that island is Indian food. I mean, the the locals make, I believe.
Sure. But the thing is,
Yeah,
there's
of course,
Indian food and
obviously.
Indian food, right? You can have really
Right,
crappy
right,
Indian
right.
food that's super greasy and you're gonna shit your bridges. And then you have Indian dead quality, and you can tell the difference when you eat it. But sometimes you prefer one to the other. It's like, I know it's bad. I know I'm gonna get fucked, but I still want it. That's how people. That's what fast food is for people in general. You know?
Yeah.
I I won't say I pride myself on not eating fast food, but it's really just I don't like it. It feels like I'm eating plastic. I don't eat fast food.
Right.
You know, I can tell that it enters my body, and I'm just like, no, bro, it doesn't make me feel good. That's just fake good, fake goodness. But I do consider myself a food elitist, so you know,
Food elitist.
it's
Hey,
true.
you go to the restaurant.
So like I was planning next and I'm going away to meet. We rented a house with all my friends from Coimbra. We're gonna be like to 15 people, and of course we had to gather and organize a shopping list of shit we're gonna take food wise, right? There's always
Making fun of you.
no, they didn't make fun of me, but there's all agree on is alcohol. Alcohol is always easy to agree on, but when it comes to food and they're telling me what they want, I'm just raising my eyebrows all the time. Like, interesting,
Like,
interesting.
for bulika, stuff like
No,
that, or
look,
what?
it's all they're like, oh, we need to bring bread. I'm like, okay, we'll bring bread. We're going for 2 days. And their thing is like, oh, but vamos levar pão de forma, which is, what do you pão de forma in English? The typical bread that you have in like the plastic, long rectangular plastic, shit bread. But I'm like, why, oh why, do we not buy good bread? Like, what's with you people? We live in Portugal. Do you not? Why? And I don't know if you're still there, Afonso, because I can't hear
Oh,
anything from you.
I'm here. Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Sorry, I was saying just buy, you know.
And the thing
the
is,
village
I
or
remember because why don't we get good bread? And they're like, oh, because it goes bad. I'm like, we're going there for 2 days. How is it gonna get bad?
Yeah.
Like, trust me, it's gonna get bad. I'm like, no, I don't, because I buy good. So what the fuck is?
Put it in a day.
Yeah, and like for example, my list of what I wanted to bring is pretty much stuff like mozzarella, tomato, camembert, rúcula. That's like my list is like fancy
It
ass
is
shit.
fancy.
because-
It is fancy. But we grew up with that though.
Yeah,
My mom loved that.
and the reason is also because if I'm gonna snack, I kind of like healthy
Something
food. I like
healthier.
to have something to snack on. Especially if I'm gonna also eat. It's the same thing. I don't like buying pre stuff. Like for example, I told them I'm gonna bring some. I'll bring some avocados. I'll make some guacamole. I'll make some hummus. We can have some dip, shit like that. And then they were like, "Oh, I put like you can buy little crackers to use the things." And I can make those myself, better than the packaged ones. We don't need to get that. It's like the same for croutons. People are like, "Oh, let's buy croutons for soup." I'm like, "What do you mean buy croutons?" Fucking
the
slice
bread
a
in
piece of
Portugal
bread,
makes amazing croutons.
Yeah.
And
buy bread, cut it up into pieces, put it in a frying pan with some olive garlic, some fucking oregano. There you go. You got some delicious croutons just on the spot. Why would you want to buy croutons that are prepackaged and fucking refined? It's just. You see, this is what I mean by. For me, it's always complicated because more the kind of like beer, alcohol, easy to eat shit. The less work in the kitchen, the better. And I'm like, no, don't agree. But I like spending time in the kitchen. Like I remember even these last weeks or this last month, I've been going to meet my girlfriend in Portugal, and most of the time, especially in the first weeks while I was there, I spent most of the days in the kitchen. I was cooking all day pretty much. Just yeah, I love it. I love cooking. It's fun trying new things, and if you want to eat, especially if you're going to be drinking, you don't want to. You're going to have a tendency to want to go for like easy to eat. You want chips and shit like that. Most people do. So for me, it's
Right.
much nicer to have something at hand that you can eat and still have eating something relatively healthy, even though I'm. No, it's much better. I'll make some patata. Yeah. Some fucking easy thing that picar. Just keep eating shit. Like the only packaged things that I really enjoy snack-wise, like peanuts and stuff like that. That I really enjoy. That's fine.
Peanuts, yeah.
Or remember those
They're
wasabi
okay.
peanuts that I got in
Hmm?
Brussels? Those were fucking delish, bro. Like, I love those. Those are so bad for you though. Like I can tell when I eat them. I'm
If
like,
you,
these are
Maybe we'll
really
well,
stay
bad.
in the tavern.
if they have some sort of special seasoning and powders
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff, then usually they're not that great for you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Billy boy.
Yeah.
No
Wait a minute. I
electrical
think we got a
stimuli.
message from Lolo. Don.
Was it years ago? Just have a good one. Oh, you mean what, on Discord?
No, on Xbox. Yeah, no, on Xbox. Let me
On
check real quick.
Xbox.
Yep.
I didn't get one. You got one.
Mm-hmm. The game is loading, so I'm gonna wait for the load to be done, and then I'll just check it now. What's he saying? Oh, he says, "Can I jump in on the party?" Of course, Lolo, jump in on the party. What the fuck? Why? Why are you asking?
I didn't even ask. I just jumped in like it was nothing.
Yeah, the usual, man. The Xbox is fucking up. I can't reply to him. Do you have your phone on you? Tell him to jump in if you want. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, okay. Just can you text him? Tell him to jump on if he wants to.
I'll text him. Give me a second.
My game
Nickel
is still
orange
loading.
words.
This is weird. Damn it.
Yeah, I told him to jump on the party.
Dude, I don't like this. The game's still loading.
Still loading.
Yeah,
You fuck,
when
boy.
I press the Xbox menu, um, it happened. No, come on. Don't do this to me.
Don't do it. Don't do it
Don't
to
do
me.
it to me.
Why are you doing this to me?
Yep, I think that it's stuck. Oh well.
That is how the life goes. Yellow.
It's been 2 hours. I'm gonna cut the stream at this and maybe
Okay.
start another one in a few minutes. We'll see. Because the game is not loading, so
No,
I'm gonna try
yeah,
to figure
it's
out
just
what's
because
wrong.
the game blocked Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's not because of anything
Yeah,
else.
yeah, don't worry. So this way, I'll just like start another one in a few minutes. Guys, bisous, bisous.
Bisous,
Go
bisous.
to Dagon Keldrum on Twitch. Go to _Jack100 on Twitch. Go to Jack and Papu on YouTube. Toodles.